All right, welcome in, Oakland University fans. We've got Smash Brothers going on today. Smash Brothers A-Team, Oakland versus University of Texas Dallas, another Super Conference team. I'm here with Coach Werble, the actual coach of the Smash team, and I'm just here to help out and lend my voice to the cast today, which is kind of fun. I don't get to do this very often.
Did you want to cast?
Of course I did. Yeah, I enjoy.
How much do you know about this game?
I know quite a bit about this game, okay? So up B out of shield is one of the best moves of the game. Just depends on the character, okay?
To be fair, neither of these characters want to do that.
No,
that's
no,
fine.
No. That's more of a Lucina special. And what it really does is, yes, it's a good tactic, but it really enrages whoever you practice against.
I think it's just me.
Oh, okay. All right. But yes, I very much do enjoy casting. I just don't get to do it that much. That was an interesting interaction.
Tristan was going for something really flashy, and then didn't end up getting it. But
well, when you just try and farm clips,
sometimes
he was trying to look like a fool.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to clip farm right there.
Yeah, not a big fan of that. I'm more of the boring, let's make it happen kind of deal.
I think if he did that though, he would have got a little bit of damage in there. But now even stocks now. We actually saw Tristan take one off stream, so even stocks. Tristan still ahead by 100%. We could kill here if that connects. Yep.
Yeah, it's always a wonder to me, as someone who's never played Pac-Man in this game, how he's able to aim exactly where they're coming out of Bell. I know it's very choreographed depending on where he throws Bell, but it just looks so much more difficult than it probably is.
Yeah, they basically always go on a 45-degree angle.
Okay.
But you can slightly influence it up or down.
Okay.
So Tristan he's always shooting I'm going to hit that 45 degrees. And then if they hold up, maybe he misses that time. Or if they hold down, he misses.
Right, okay.
So there is somewhat of I think the person that's getting hit can do, but oh wow. He just F smashes through everything.
Right. So now just one stock each. This is a really big game for Oakland. Right now we are 2-3 in the Super Conference, so we're looking to bounce back after a few tough losses to some of the best teams in all of the Super Conference, and all of the league in NACE. And so if we can get this win, we can bounce back to 3 wins. Oh, I'm sorry, we're 3-3 right now. We're 3-3, I believe.
3-3? No.
Yeah, because a win here would put us 4-3, and then the last game of the season would be 5-3. Okay. Which is what?
Who is the last?
George Mason.
Okay, that's a pretty rough one. I think we can do that.
Right. We've played all of the teams that are in the top 5 or 6 teams in rankings, and so now the back end of the season should be easier. These should be games that we're able to take, that we're seeded to win.
Okay.
So a good start there, keeping just one stock, so it gives us a slight advantage, but what it really does is gives us...
Look at this, Mario.
What? What is the replay? Wait. Let's just see that.
That happened last time, too.
I actually just want to see that replay. Can we pull that up, production, please? The Mario versus... Who was that? King K. Rool? Okay, they've got 3 stocks each. This must have been Lucas forming up, or playing against Spring Arbor, actually.
Is Lucas playing against...
This is from Monday night, then. King K. Rool. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of King K. Rool in general, just having to face Northwood for the last 4 years.
I feel like this was multiple weeks ago. There's no way that was this week. We didn't play K. Rool this week.
Right. Well, either way, that was an interesting clip to see. But Tristan able to hold on to one stock, and one stock difference matters. But what it really does is it makes it so that the enemy team now has to select who they send in, and then we get to counter them, which gives us the advantage in the rest of the series, as long as we can keep that tempo going.
Yeah, I've never called the other team an enemy team, like they're like a threat or something.
They are the enemy team. We're the good guys. They're the bad guys.
I guess.
That's exactly what it is. And here we have a very zoomed in. Yeah, he's getting ready. He's getting ready for what is he doing?
He's trying to get in, a gamer stance maybe.
He's talking to Ori about working out and showing him.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. That's actually probably what he's doing.
He's showing him exactly his form for working out. So I don't know how this came up in conversation right now, but that's exactly what's happening.
Well, I think we're waiting on them to pick. I think they just picked.
Right. Well, and this is what happens when Ori's not on the cast, but he's out there talking to the players. Is they're talking about working out instead of Smash Brothers.
Yeah, but why else would they? What else would they be talking about?
Right. Production, just so you know, we didn't have game audio. just on our end, I'm sure. But it just, my ears just feel so much better when I can hear the game audio.
Oh yeah.
It just makes casting easier, is all I'm saying. But
Get more into the game, you know.
yeah, I'm 100%
How
dialed
do you have,
in.
like 3 camera angles for Tristan?
I'm about to buy 5 more cameras and give us more camera
You
angles.
need like the backward, like the angle now of like the Overwatch camera. Will that
Right.
reach over there?
that one,
So it's like in even worse angle from farther away.
I think it might be able to see some of them, but we don't have that dialed in for Smash Brothers.
Okay.
But what we are trying to do is we're trying to get a player cam for each of the Overwatch players, which would be
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
pretty sweet.
Yeah.
How
would you? Oh yeah, because the spectator is automatic, right? So you couldn't like choose like Carbon's feed and then like get like Carbon's camera, right?
So the professional Overwatch scene does exactly what you're describing.
Yeah.
Every time they watch a player's player perspective, they have their player cam up
Yeah.
live at the same
That'd be
time,
pretty
and it's
sweet.
fantastic. So I want to find a way to do it, but it's not as easy as it sounds because of what you're talking about. It has nothing to do with the spectate function.
Yeah.
So
And whoever's like streaming has to be like paying attention.
right, there might be some way to set up like a macro to do it, and I think that's what we'll look into. But we're headed into the second player for University of Texas Dallas.
Another Yoshi. We just played Justin yesterday, who's a very good Yoshi. Now we're playing another Yoshi today. I think Yoshi's a character that's we do pretty good against. Like we have a lot of characters that can do well versus that character. But Yoshi's probably a little bit more comfortable with like a weird matchup.
Incredible.
We
So-
lost game audio. We got game audio back.
We're back. 110% game audio right now, rocking it.
Perfect.
Yoshi, 3 stocks. Tristan on Pac-Man just got 1 stock. Going to try and get at least 1, and that'll give us a good advantage in keeping it rolling.
And Tristan's actually doing what he's supposed to be doing in the matchup, which is kind of like playing really far away, camping him out a little bit.
There we
Hitting him
go.
with the F smash.
Taking down a stock there pretty early.
And no damage either.
No
on it.
damage, right? So, what do they call it when you get 3 stocks and don't take any damage at all? The K4 or something?
JV4.
JV4, that's what it is, yeah.
The acronym doesn't really mean anything. It's just the number, I guess, that matters. But
Sure.
It's
That would
existed
have
in all this match.
that would have been really cool to see, although now it's impossible. Statistically impossible for him to win the set with 0%. So Yoshi putting
Actually,
on a lot of damage.
you know
here.
what? He has enough time. He could eat pellets and actually gain health.
Pac-Man has a way to gain health.
Yeah. It
I
would
didn't
take
know that.
like 8 minutes.
That's interesting. I did not know that. So we'll see if Tristan goes for that.
No,
I think that would be a bad
there's no way
strategy.
Tristan could ever even pull. He'd have to throw out a move, and the other person would have to hit it like 45 times
Sure.
in a row.
Sure.
So it's probably not gonna happen. This Yoshi does not look very comfortable in the matchup. So I'm surprised they put him in there. I swear they had a Palu on their team. I would definitely just put in the Palu if they have one. I'd have to see what their roster.
How does
is.
Yoshi kill? Like, what's the kill confirm from Yoshi? Because I just racking up percentage, but I don't know what he's gonna do to end it. Something like that, I guess, like a nair.
His up air kills, or he usually like tries to edge guard people, so like jump off stage really far.
Sure.
So he'll do like a move where he like kicks you up in the air with his tail, and then he'll jump way up there and hit you with his tail again. That's usually what
Okay. Sure.
So Yoshi's like kind of at like a bad position because Tristan's at such a high percent. Unless Tristan throws out a patented Tristan F smash.
That was a great call out though from the player from UC Dallas. That was a great call out. I mean, just knowing that the F smash is coming out, good shield, and then you kind of return the favor, throw him off the map.
I think what happened there was the Yoshi said, "I don't want to die," and they just played safe, which is what they both should have been doing.
Right.
And Tristan was like, "This game's taking too long."
I'm going for it.
That's exactly what just happened.
So saw the first kill there. See another one here as Tristan goes down. Yeah. It's kind of an interesting interaction there, right? Tristan kind of goes for this where the hydrant pushes him towards the enemy character while he's doing F smash, and that's cute. except when he landed on the ground before the hydrant pushed him, he was already within F smash range, so it wasn't surprising at all.
Well, I think, like I said, they're like both at high percent, so I think the Yoshi was just gonna play safe anyway.
Yeah.
Which I think Tristan could have done.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you could be sitting behind Hydra and trying to grab key or bell or something.
Yeah, actually, that would have been exactly what he should have done. You should have told him that. That would have been perfect.
I'm gonna tell him that in between the match. You know,
If he grabbed Bell
go
there,
into game 2. I'm gonna hop off the cast and go let him know.
Tell him right now.
Anyway, we're ready. It looks like we're sending in Tony. Then is he in the chair, ready to go?
I don't know if Tony's going in, but it would make sense. Tony or Rob.
I don't have too much experience. Like our team facing Yoshi must not be a very popular character.
Yeah.
Smash Brothers Ultimate, right? So, and you know, back in the Melee days, I didn't see much Yoshi then either. So
There's one Yoshi in Melee that's good,
okay,
and he's like very good.
Mm.
He's like top 10 in the world.
Right, but
there's
you can
only one.
You can just name one. So
Yeah.
obviously that's a pretty niche character, right?
Yeah.
It's so
Yoshi's like pretty similar in this. Like, there's not that many people that play him. He's not good enough to be like overrepresented. He's also kind of weird. Like have people like randomly pick him up.
Sure. We had a day on campus where Ian Spector on our team challenged random OU students in the food court, and if they beat Ian, they got free lunch that day, and some merch, which was pretty cool. And Ian was trolling a little bit. Okay, so he's picking random characters and doing random things. One of them, he picked Yoshi and could not figure out how to kill. With he's like, he got him to like 180%. He's like, I literally
Did
don't
he still
know.
win?
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But that was a fun day. That was really cool to see. It looks like we're jumping in. Anthony isn't cool on the cloud.
This makes sense. I mean, Yoshi's worst matchups are anybody with a sword.
They just outrange him,
Yeah.
right? There's a range that Yoshi wants to be in, and Cloud wants to be in the same range plus like 1 or 2, right? He just outranges him a little bit.
Yep, and just Yoshi's really stubby. You know, they don't have a lot of like. I don't think they have any disjoints. So like anytime they swing, Tony can just hit him with the sword anyway.
Yeah.
Tony doesn't have to like jump in danger.
It's an interesting interaction in Smash Brothers when you think about it, because Cloud's sword doesn't have a hitbox, right?
He doesn't have a hurt box.
A hurt box, I'm sorry. So he can swing something and hit Yoshi without, as long as he gets the range correct, without a chance that Yoshi can really hit him back.
Right.
Where Yoshi has to throw his head toward Cloud, which has a hurt box. So it just, I could see how this matchup would be just terrible.
Yeah.
Probably another reason why Yoshi just isn't that great of a character.
Yep. There's a lot of sword characters out there, and they're all just better than Yoshi.
Yeah.
A lot. This is actually really good by Tony. Good recovery to protect himself, and then also immediately
very
fight
quick.
back.
That was a very decisive decision, and I think he caught the Yoshi off guard there.
Very decisive decision against the enemy.
Hey, that's how it is. If I don't
At
sound
least-
like a Smash caster,
you know
it's
what
because
I
I'm
like?
not a Smash caster, right?
What I do like though is you've jumped past all like the stereotypical beginner Smash caster things because you're just throwing in lingo from other games. So it's actually pretty fun.
Oh, that's all I can do, right? Is compare it to
Just saying
what I've
they're
seen
the
in other
enemy
games.
is like insane. Like I've never heard that in my life.
Well, in
What game would you even say that?
League of Legends, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very League of Legends. I think that'd be the only way that you could refer to the other team, other than saying other team, is the enemy team.
Yeah, the opponent. I always say the opponent in Smash.
I think in-game it literally says enemy team.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, I get it, like, other
So-
games. I think it's funny. That's all I'm saying.
That's just how it is.
Like,
you know?
Smash casters, you start off by saying, like, they all say, like, nice back air for some reason. They all have these, like, really generic things that they say.
They just call out when the move comes out.
Yeah.
It's not me. No.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you're like, Tony's going to take out the enemy. Like, this is like some kid. He's probably like, actually, I guess
No, he's a that's
yeah,
a
let's say
college student.
Yeah, I
that
forgot
is a
about that.
young adult right there.
Yeah, that was actually like incredibly good by Tony.
Yeah, Tony's a high-level player, right? So we're kind of used
See,
to
that's
seeing
kind of
that
like
a
one
lot.
of those clips I'm talking about where, like, I think it's fast enough that you'd like it, and it's also good enough that, like, we'd like it.
Right. It'd be something that Smash players would enjoy and understand it, but then people who are not really used to watching Smash would also think looks cool. So maybe that's what we add to the Wii Sports intro.
Do you need any more?
We don't need more, but we could always add it in there. It does look really cool.
I like that one.
Yeah. Excellent spacing there to catch him.
Yeah, and the recovery just before that was like really difficult for him to do.
Was it? Yeah, see, I wouldn't,
Yeah, I mean, it just looks fast and he kills him,
Yeah, I played Cloud one time and it wasn't that great.
Well, you got Ganondorf. You can kill people like...
I'm not used to doing anything when I'm off stage that looks cool. I'm used to dying when I'm off stage with Ganondorf. There's nothing I can do, actually.
When you fight us, is it 1 to 99 stocks? Is that what we do?
No, absolutely not. So, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
No, it was never that, because that's what the players said would be an even matchup. So for everybody watching, this is the setup. Is Coach Leone is not a Smash Brothers player, right? So when Coach Leone jumps in and plays Smash Brothers players as a scrimmage just for fun, this happens maybe twice a year. I try and give them an amount of lives to my... I'm sorry. They get 1 life. I get an amount of lives that would mean that our set is a 50-50 win rate. And we try and figure out what that life total is for me. And typically, it's like 7 stocks to 1.
99.
It's not.
I think
it's never that.
If you couldn't... It's the problem is you get like 1 hit every time, and like that's the issue.
That's Ganon. That's why I pick Ganon in the matchup, because all I need is once every 2 stocks I get 1 good hit in, and that's 30%.
I guess, yeah.
So, anyway, we've got a Bowser here. I've always found that Bowser... All right, now we just say that's a button check?
No. That's real. Tony just screwed up. This matchup, though... Yeah, I remember... This reminds me of, like, Keaton. When we would play, like, back in the day, Keaton would SD every time we play any team.
Right.
This matchup, though, if Cloud is off stage, pretty bad for Cloud. And if Tony doesn't kill himself.
So you're very familiar with Melee, right?
Yes.
That's the game that you really enjoyed.
Yep.
What is really... Oh, wow.
That's not going to kill.
Oh, I thought it was going to. What's really interesting about Melee and Bowser is that Bowser had a running animation in Melee that was basically like him pretending that he was a car and driving around the map.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't know what they were doing.
I think the animators were just lazy and they didn't want to put in the time to make his legs walk around.
They made the whole game in like a year.
Yeah.
So...
But
it's him in his shell, and it just bounces up and down.
I always thought it was really funny.
It's so bad.
And then it had like that little sound. I don't. That I guess was supposed to be like a car vrooming around.
It was just not good. Tony did try and kill himself earlier too, again. So I think they're kind of, at least in good spirits, about him, SDing on accident.
Well, the nice part about it is, like, you've got this crew battle where you come in with just 3 stocks. That was a good move there by Bowser. But you come into this crew battle with just 3 stocks, and you just don't get that much time to adjust to what the enemy player's doing. So it can be very frustrating to lose a stock out of nowhere, out of your own mistake, because then you have even less time in the game. So with us being up, let's say 2 stocks here, I think Tony's feeling okay about it, even though that's what happened.
I think if this was like, last player to last player, Tony probably would have been pretty stressed out, but he's definitely like playing pretty solid. He's just kind of relaxing.
Yeah, Tony, I think Tony, who, came in as a freshman, might have been really frustrated, but I think now he's had enough time playing in the crew battle. No, that plat just saves him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to give Tony props because ever since coming in as a freshman, he used to get pretty nervous and upset just in the crew battle format. And I think he's done a good job of getting a little bit more mentally clear and stable. So
yeah, I think I talked to you about this before. Like, I watched Tony play in his regular, just like, let's say he goes to like a regional or he's playing against like a big tournament, not related to the crew battle, so not collegiate. He doesn't really care about the game like that. He does not get nervous. He doesn't get frustrated at all. He just cares about like winning as a team. He actually cares about that significantly more than just winning.
Yeah.
Ranked.
And I think that's really cool too. Oh wow. That was bold. I guess he really couldn't get punished for going for that, huh?
Tony couldn't. The Bowser did something like really good to get around it.
Other than wasting the resource, right? But
Yeah.
yep, that's gonna be it right there. Yep.
I don't think Tony meant to land on the platform. I could hear him. Like,
Meant to jump through it, right? See, that was a much better running animation from Bowser there at the
Well,
end.
he actually has legs.
Right.
Like he's just in the shell and it just like vibrates and like goes
zooming
it's
across
really
the
bad.
map. Doesn't make any
Terrible.
sense. I love it. I played Melee quite a bit back in the day, and Bowser always made me. Let's see this running animation here.
I think he tried to land on the top platform and then fast fell
Oh
and then
no,
just went too fast.
that's really unfortunate, but
I
it happens.
think we're all right. I think we're in a good spot.
So we're at 5 to 6. No, 4 to 6 now.
I think the Bowser's at 1, so it's 4 to
Right.
6.
4 to 6. Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable with that. And it is the best of.
They should probably put in Kirby.
You think so? Yeah.
Well, or Lucas. I guess Lucas or Kirby. Avian? Okay.
Okay. Well, Avian's got the range, right? So Pablo on the Min has the range to kind of keep
throw
Bowser.
in the bad matchups against Bowser. Because if Bowser takes one, it's just like annoying.
Right.
I think Mario would be just better.
I mean, how difficult is it for Bowser to get in on Min, right? With the big body,
it's really
real
bad.
slow. It's got to
pretty
be
bad.
a terrible matchup, right? Are we showing this one more time?
Oh, and slow-mo.
In slow-mo
He goes
from the
to
start.
try and land on the platform and then
How
falls
does he
really
not?
fast.
Oh, he just clicked through it, right?
Yeah, he just didn't
Yeah.
go high enough.
He was high enough. I felt like he clicked through.
It just
Like
maybe
he
his
pressed
feet.
down.
I know, but maybe his feet were above it. But like in this
Oh.
game, it doesn't matter. You have to be at like a certain height.
Okay. It looked like he was on it to me, so I think we
I'm
should
just
call
gonna blame
Nintendo.
Tony.
I think we should call Nintendo and fix it.
Now
Let's
we
see
just,
it
This
in
where you
slow-mo.
This where you blame Tony. You don't
So
blame the game.
You don't think this is a mechanical error that he pushed down?
I mean,
through the stage?
he chose. I think he probably pressed down and then meant to let go so he'd land on the platform, but he didn't.
And that was live in the moment. That's Tony's reaction to it. Oh, no.
Dude.
Right. I love it. That extra camera angle being recorded
I wish
is
we had
fantastic.
that like when we used to play, because I'm telling you, Keaton would SD all the time.
Yeah.
The reason I guess they probably know who their other player is.
Min could be a really good matchup into the last player from
Yeah.
UT Dallas, and so it makes more sense to put Min in here, but
Min just has a chance to die.
it's looking like it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
He's not able to space as well as I feel like he should.
Well, so Min's weak to anybody who kind of like jumps in at Min on like a 45-degree angle.
Right, right.
So you notice like the Bowser just keeps jumping over
Just
and
staying
over
in the
again.
air. Almost gets the kill there
Okay.
and confirms it.
Oh, you should
Min
just
not
put
able to
a
get back
Lucas
into the
in there,
stage.
Put a Steve in there. No stocks lost.
I'm sure the team still feels fine if it was
Uh,
5 to 3 after this, right? So
I think they feel fine. Mario
I don't
just
know.
wins this matchup like really heavily.
Yeah,
I don't know
and-
if you know like how like Tears.
I mean,
work.
that's
It's like,
canon,
It's like a
right?
+3 matchup for Mario. Telling you,
okay.
you better lock in.
Better lock in. You don't want to get 3 stacked here. Put us in a tough spot. So, but Mario beating Bowser is, I mean,
Think
that's
what-
just lore, right?
just
So it makes
Bowser?
sense.
Now, Bowser's gonna probably go for a shield break. Oh,
Well timed there by Pablo.
we were talking earlier about what person on the team would be better if they didn't have their flaws.
Hmm.
And Pablo's flaw is he can't do what he just did.
Oh, he can't time it off ledge.
Yeah,
Well,
but he did it right
nailed
there.
it.
So
I don't see it very often, so it looks like it's incredibly difficult.
if you watch like, let's say like the best Min in the world,
Yeah.
never misses it like ever.
Really?
So every time they're off stage, they get hit there. Pablo hits it like, I mean, he still hits it like at like a pretty high rate. Just not, he's not, the best player in the world.
Not yet.
Maybe
day.
he'll get there.
One day. Let's see it. Slow-mo. So obviously you've got to time it very well. How many frames do you have before he clips the edge there?
2.
Yeah.
Unless he hits below.
But he's not hitting below there, is he? On that one.
That one he might have.
He might have? Okay. It looked good. So, I mean, the whole set didn't look good, to be honest with you. So Pablo losing 2 is not great.
Yeah, the enemy took 2 stocks there.
The enemy took 2 stocks there. The opponent, the UT Dallas, they took 2 stocks. And Pablo, trying to see what's going on with him. He's rubbing his head, trying to figure out what happened, fixing his hair. That was probably the issue.
They're probably messing with him, too.
That might be a little bit of a nervous thing. It's kind of, man, I don't know what happened there. Fixing your hair, that's...
I bet he went in, he's like, oh, I can beat this Bowser. And then, as soon as he lost the first stock, they probably all were, making fun of him. Like, what happened? We said you were going to do it.
It's funny because in this kind of a set against UT Dallas, we haven't played this team before, but we've seen... They're in the Super Conference, right? So they're
They're a good team.
They're a top 9 team in the country in NACE. They are a solid team. But we have this confidence against teams that are not 4 teams that I could name, right? Like MSU, Stony Brook, Lubbock Christian, Winthrop, right? If they're not one of those teams, Northwood, probably another one. If they're not one of those teams, we just feel really good about the matchup. And it doesn't look like we're too nervous in general.
Yeah, we kind of look at teams' rosters and if they don't have a player that's let's say top 100, we feel like we're just a couple of our players are just outside of that range. So if they don't have a Sonics or they don't have a Syrup on their team, we kind of feel like, okay, this team is doable. We can beat this team. So regardless, obviously this team is very good. We're not saying they're not a good team or anything like that. It's just we're feeling confident enough that we can play win.
Yeah.
And we have faith in our players.
Yeah, and so do I.
They're the enemy. They are the enemy. And we will conquer them.
It's interesting how much that's. I'm not gonna say triggering, but it's just you're really getting a kick out of that. That I'm calling.
Well, because I want you to just throw in only league terms what champion do you think he's going to pick next?
I could do the whole rest of the cast.
What champion's coming in next?
There was a goated League of Legends caster duo back in 2020, 2021, and that would be the infamous Chris Bilski, Coach Wiki at the time. Yeah. Nobody knows him as Coach Wiki, but that's what he was.
Should I walk up to him and call him Coach Wiki?
You call him Coach Wiki, he will love that because he's a Wikipedia.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he knows a lot. I think he... Oh, shoot, I don't know what those competitions are called.
Oh,
but he competed in those competitions. I don't remember what they're called. But either way, we're back. So
the enemy team...
Dorito Bandito, Mario, joining us.
The enemy team chose the champion Mario. I wonder what bans we used, what champions we banned.
Right. Now, in this game, there are no bans, so I don't know what you're talking about specifically, but the enemy team did pick Mario. It looks like he's warming up, getting his keyboard and mouse ready. Now, he's not currently level 6, so he doesn't have ult yet. So at the farm...
He's just using his auto attacks right now is what you're saying?
Yeah, just have to farm up some minions and get some XP. Try and level up a little bit. And, Mario's a good mid-game champ.
He's terrible. He's probably the best early game character in the game.
I don't know. I think Min Min might be pretty good early game as well. But Mario's definitely a good mid game champ.
Yeah, you said it.
So we'll see.
Pablo does look a lot more comfortable in this matchup. I think he's played Lucas actually quite a bit.
Yeah, an interesting little kernel about college Smash Brothers is that some of the teams have more experience against specific champions, because of what their teammates play. And we happen to have a very good Mario player on our team, and so Pablo Avian has definitely played a ton of Min Min versus Mario matchups. And if he's able to close it out here, the whole team would... Okay. So Pablo a little bit upset about how poorly he did against Bowser,
gosh,
and he's
that's
trying
so
to take
much
it out on this Mario.
Oh my gosh.
Can he time this?
He got
oh
it,
my
that's it.
goodness.
So that is more so like how like the best player in the world plays, where like every time they're off stage, it's guaranteed stock.
They just never get back.
Yeah.
That was wild. I don't think I've seen Pablo go that far down off stage with Min Min, you know, consecutively. That was every single time he's, whatever, 5-10 feet below the stage.
I feel like that's like a comfortability thing. Like he probably knows Mario really well,
Right.
so he knows exactly where Mario wants to go.
Wow. Okay, so Oakland take game 1, 4-3. It was a really good way to finish it there from Avian. You see, already at 80% with 1 stock left and doesn't lose that stock ever. So we'll see. Still at 81%.
Does he only take percent from the blast arm? Does he get hit by fire?
Wow.
I can't tell if that was Cape hitting them or if that was.
And that was off of 0% on Mario. Another one off of 0%. Just pushes him off stage, never actually lands back on stage, and it's over. That's wild. And a really cool display of a talented Min player, contrary to what we saw versus Bowser.
Yeah, I think that was a good champion pick by them. You know,
Like I said, Mario's good mid-game, but the early game, he just didn't quite have it there. And Min took him down. I mean, you saw it.
That's what it was. He didn't get enough minion kills. You know, he's really behind.
He was out of mana.
Yeah, out of mana, low on gold. You know.
Yeah, he should have recalled and bought some items, and then he'd been stronger in the matchup. But he did not. So I don't know what to say. He needs some League of Legends coaching, and I'd be happy to oblige. UT Dallas, call me up. Help you out. So, all right, that was game 1. We'll be back with game 2 in just a few minutes, but in the meantime, we'll carry it over to a quick break, get some water. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Power through the tournament with the high-quality protein milk provides to stay energized and focused throughout the game.
Oakland University Credit Union is here to help you power up your financial game. Whether you're aiming to upgrade your gear or conquer your savings goals, OUCU has the tools you need. With awesome savings accounts, cashback reward credit cards, and an easy-to-use app, we're here to help you win both on and off the screen. Not a member? Not a problem. Visit us on campus or online at oucreditunion.org. Oakland University Credit Union, because leveling up shouldn't stop your gaming. Proud sponsor of Oakland University Athletics, federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back. Getting right into game 2. We've got Snake versus Yoshi. This is Rob on the Oakland side. Pretty excited to see what we're able to pull out here. And Oakland trying to finish off the series at this point. We had a pretty comfortable game 1, winning 4-0. Trying to do the same better, but definitely get the win here is what we're trying to do.
Yep, and I think one of the things you'll notice in this matchup is Robbie's going to be holding on to grenades a lot, hoping that the Yoshi gets really close and blows himself up.
So it's okay trading that damage then?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just going to hold the grenade in the shield.
Okay, so
guess
he doesn't take the damage, but Yoshi's trying to hit him, and
Yeah.
so he gets hit. Okay, that makes sense.
He's kind of going to like hold one and then like walk up to the Yoshi.
Sure.
Or
So
throw.
Snake is one of those champions that can be long range throwing the grenades, or he can be kind of close range holding the grenades himself. And I think that that's kind of nice that he's got that flexibility, right?
Yeah, he's a good mid laner.
He would be a good mid laner, I think. You know,
I think so.
especially with that
Look at
kick knocking
that.
Yoshi
That was his
off stage.
that was his W.
That was his W. Actually, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't want to step on your toes here.
I don't know what they are.
That wouldn't be his W. That would be more like his E. Typically W.
What's the order?
So it's QWER.
No, that would be his W.
R is the ultimate.
And what?
W-
That was not an alt though. I wouldn't.
W is normally some kind of movement ability, so that would be his
okay,
like
I gotcha.
dive
Yeah,
through the
sure.
stage. That'd be his W. It's a movement ability, or it's like CC, right?
Okay.
CC is crowd control for those that are
This Smash
following
League
along.
of Legends.
Yeah, the
cast.
Smash League of Legends. So crowd control would be, you know, knocking them back after hitting them with grenade. That'd be something like crowd control, but there's crowd control in everything in Smash Brothers. Every single hit.
Yeah,
is
and
crowd
there are a
control.
lot of moves like that.
I mean, just how many moves are there that doesn't knock them back at all? It just steals damage. Are there any?
Like 2.
Yeah. What's an example of one?
Jab.
Jab? It just leaves them there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it still
It's in-
CCs them. Because they can't react while they're getting hit, right? For a few frames.
Yeah.
So they're still CC. That'd be like a very small stun, if you want to think of it that way from League of Legends. Be like a Taurus W.
What are you calling that move then?
The up air? Or
The
the
up tilt.
up tilt?
His kill move.
It'd probably be like an E. You know, it wouldn't be the Q. The Q's a move that...
Yeah, I get. Yeah. That
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Q is a move you throw out often, right? All the time. Typically a damage move.
Yeah.
But yeah, E would be like a finisher move.
Well,
But honestly, most of the time, like, your ult is the finisher, which is your R. But, I don't know. Smash Brothers, they don't really have many ults. Like, the only ult I can think of in Smash Brothers would be, like, Waft on Wario. That would be an ult.
I was gonna say like each character has an alt. We just don't play with that. It's not like in the competitive.
Right. Well, that's with items, right?
Yeah.
And there's no items in competitive Smash Brothers because then you introduce RNG, and it's just not healthy
it's
for
a
the
bunch of
competitive
terrible
mindset.
stuff.
Is there any other ability like... What's that? Cloud? Yeah. Yeah, Cloud Limit. It's... What an ult is like a very long cooldown, powerful ability.
Yeah.
So Waft,
It's just Waft.
Cloud Limit, I think would count.
He can.
I mean, he's building it up, but there's characters in League that run the same way. Like Shyvana has the same mechanic, where you deal damage to load up your ult, and then you're able to use it.
Robbie needs to just throw out his Q.
Right.
I
The
think-
grenade. Throwing the grenade would be a great
No,
cue.
what is his? What is the up tilt? What letter are we
That's
saying?
the E.
He just
Yeah.
needs to throw out his E.
Well, you're going to have to get melee range, and I think he's just kind of afraid to approach here.
He can either grab here and guarantee get a kill, or just hit him with something like that.
I don't mind what Rob's doing. You know, he's staying at a distance where he's not going to get hit very easily.
He's putting the Yoshi at a percent where a thrown grenade will kill. I don't know if he's like going for that. Oh.
Just confusing him, right?
He swapped sides after putting the C4 down, and then the Yoshi swapped sides, wasn't really paying attention. So.
Right. Yeah, very smart move. I really like Snake. I think he's got one of the highest skill ceiling champions in the game. Takes a lot of I mean mechanics, but not necessarily just mechanics. Brain power, really.
See,
You've got to keep track of everything.
I agree with what you're saying. I'm just laughing because you said champions again.
Right.
but I do like. I actually really like Snake.
I don't get out of character until the post credits. So until the credits roll, I am in character. So we are talking about League of Legends here. We're up quite a few stocks now. So Rob was able to keep 2 stocks, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
So
Yeah. See, Rob forced the issue, made the Yoshi kind of want to retreat to the other side. Definitely,
Right.
It was really good play by like setting up that C4 and then tricking him by going the other side.
yeah, a good positioning there from Rob and just kind of playing the lane.
He did. Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
That's what he did. I don't know how you'd get someone to swap lanes intentionally, but that's what he did.
You could do it. Yeah. I mean, what you would do is you would proxy farm, right? So the enemy minion wave comes in, and you're right behind the minion wave. So you're taking them out. You're not even letting them get to the tower. That'd be the way to kind of force them out of the lane.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that makes sense.
takes a lot of you have to be pretty strong to do that. But it seemed like
I mean,
Rob was in a
Robbie's
position.
pretty good. I think he
Yeah.
can do that.
Rob's a talented player, and so he felt pretty comfortable doing that. So we're able to see a replay here of that very last kill, and Yoshi just not aware. C4 was there. Pow! Taking him off stage, but
It says there.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait till I
Not
get.
pow. You know what is this pow thing? If you said there,
That's what it is. Oh, you're saying Snake actually says there. Like
Yeah.
that's the C4.
that's how you know
There.
that he's doing it.
Okay, understood.
That's the
Yeah.
only signal you get other than this.
Okay. Well, I mean,
So you're watching 75 things on the screen at one time,
yeah.
and then you hear there. You gotta like panic. You gotta shield or air dodge or something, or else you're dead.
Unless it's all just a bait and the C4 is nowhere near you, and he wants you to panic, and so then he's gonna.
Then
go
he'll say
punish you.
here.
What?
Then he'll say here and blow himself up.
Does he do that? What?
I think he does actually. say
Really?
that, but-
Snake is so if Snake's standing on the C4, he'll say here.
I don't. I don't know. I'd have to ask Robbie. I don't remember.
I'm going up. All right, so we'll see what UT Dallas can do here. A pretty poor start, right? You definitely don't want to leave 2 stocks on Robbie's Snake. This is going to be tough to overcome from them. Just seeing what they had last set.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna put the Bowser in. I think it like makes
Would it make
sense,
sense?
but also it's a really rough matchup. So I don't know if you'd really want to do that.
It's a rough matchup for Bowser.
Yeah, but like I don't know how to word it. It's like it's not bad,
Okay,
but it's really hard.
interesting.
Yeah, that makes
Bowser's
sense.
going in. Okay.
I think I could pick all these.
Sure.
I think I know what I'm talking about until you start saying champions.
I mean, you're just gonna have to farm minions until you have a big.
This Snake
CS lead.
champion's really good at switching lanes.
Just listen. If you can flame Horizon them, the game's basically over.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was saying.
So that's what I'd be
agree
going
with that.
for.
Why didn't he destroy his Nexus?
He did. That's exactly what Snake did with that C4. He said there and blew up the Nexus.
I think he said pow.
I said pow just because I was excited about it. I really love the C4 because I never actually noticed him setting it down. So it's a huge surprise to me
See,
when it
I'm
pops
paying
off.
attention to it because it blows up by itself after a certain amount of time.
Oh, will it? Okay, I didn't
so
know that.
Robbie's killed himself every once in a while.
I've seen him do it. I just thought he misclicked and happened to be on top of the
If he
C4.
doesn't say there or like move his hand, it's because it blew up on like a timer,
Understood. Okay.
which I have seen him do. And I think it's really funny.
By the way, awesome quarter zips. Look at this. We're matching today.
Yeah, and yet mashed my hat too. I feel like I need to change.
Match the hat. That's incredible. This is not choreographed, by the way. We did not know that. This
Well,
was
the other
going to be
day
the
you
case.
guys wore them, and I wore the black like hoodie or something, and then I came here and wore the white one. You guys all wore black.
Today?
I gotta get more coordinated with you
Today
guys.
we are 100% synced, and we've got a low battery. That would be
And a
that would be
screenshot.
Tony, right?
Everyone with a Pro Controller so far has had a low battery for us.
We're gonna need to charge batteries, fellas. All right, so I see the C4 there on the ground. Let's see if Rob goes for the classic switcheroo and try and get Bowser onto that side of the stage, which looks like that's what he was trying to do there, but he failed. Now, I'd say Bowser is a pretty strong tank in the meta right now.
This is what I'm So this is what I was trying to say earlier. Is like if Bowser can play in like a really close proximity to Snake, he can actually fight him. He can actually do really well against Snake.
Right.
But it's if he can get through Robbie's wall, grenades or different things.
So it's almost similar to the Min Bowser matchup in a way,
yeah.
where Snake's trying to stay at a distance.
Yeah.
And not brawl.
Yep. And if Bowser gets in, I mean, Bowser just does a lot of damage. He's a really big, tanky character that can do a lot of damage. So if he's in there, Robbie almost got killed him. Go back to neutral here. It always scares me when Rob will get to this point where he stops pulling grenades because he thinks the kill is like guaranteed. So he kind of like gives up his game plan. And I think he needs to just keep going with it. Just keep pulling the grenades and keep like he's like simplifying it too much to get the kill for sure. But that also makes it easier for the other person to avoid getting hit by it.
Right. It's a scary situation here. At 100%. It is good that Robbie took one stock, but you always kind of assume that Robbie coming in with 2 stocks on Snake is going to get 2 stocks himself. So
living here is like impossible. I don't want to just.
Good job by Bowser by just confirming that kill there.
Yeah, that was another spot where Rob almost had no options, and the Bowser just knew what to do. So he obviously, like I said, the matchups. Not too bad for Bowser, and he played it well enough that he kind of showed like some of those weaknesses there.
Yeah, it definitely looks like this Bowser has been around the block a few times. You know,
yeah, with the Snake. For sure.
He's not new to the game. He's been on League of Legends for at least 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, he really beat up that Min champion.
Sure. Beat up Min, beat up Rob now, so maybe this Bowser is the threat.
What to say Min's Blitzcrank? He beat up that Blitzcrank. With the arms.
Yeah, no, extendo arms. I mean, they kind of do the exact opposite once they hit someone, but
Min kind of grabs people though.
Pull towards yourself?
Yeah, that's her grab.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, I think the range difference is.
Well, he's got a punch too, right?
Pretty big. I mean, he's got a punch that like knocks him up directly in front of him. They don't go anywhere.
Same character.
Yeah. His punch is basically like a jab. That's it. You just knock them up for a half a second, and then your team gets to punish them. That's it. So
can you hit characters while they're in the air in League?
Yeah.
Like if you knock them in the air,
yes.
And like your teammate was there, they can do damage to them. Okay.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah. The other player can't get out of it actually. So the only difference between a stun and a knock-up is that a stun, they can cleanse. Or use QSS to get out of. Or their teammate. There's an item called Mikhail's Crucible that the teammate.
Could I cleanse myself while being stunned?
If you took cleanse the summoner spell, yes, you could. Now, if you were knocked up, there's nothing you can do. Doesn't matter if you took cleanse or whatever. And then in the game League of Legends, they also have a stat called tenacity that you can build. And what tenacity does is, let's say 25% tenacity. You get reduced stuns, slows, all of that CC is reduced by 25% time.
Okay.
Except for knockups.
See, I just pick whatever the suggested items are because I have like an overlay in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you would have really loved League of Legends back in the day when there were no recommended items and you just had to deal with it.
Yeah,
figure it out.
I think I would have liked that.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. There was also, back in League of Legends, back in the heyday, right, Season 2, Season 3, we're talking about 2012.
Back when the game was good.
Back when the game was incredible, you could build the same item over and over and over again. So if you found an item that you really liked, you didn't have to build anything else. You could just build 5
That's what I do in
black
TFT.
cleavers. Yeah. You can't do that nowadays in League of Legends.
That's pretty lame.
Yeah, it led to really broken situations where an item would be really good, and then you would just build 5 of that item and then boots every game.
So
it was really funny.
Was there a version of balancing it then, nerfing the item, or just limiting how many of the item you can have?
What they did is that the items would have specific abilities attached to them, and they would make them unique. So if you built 2 of the item, you'd only get 1 of that ability.
Yeah.
And that's really why you're building the item anyway. And so I think technically you still have the choice to build the item twice, but it just does almost nothing for you. Okay. So they just said, no, you can't do that. And
in TFT, you
got really sad.
You can build certain items you can stack up, certain ones you can't.
Mm.
So if it's like one that they feel like if you had 3 of them, it'd be broken.
Yeah, I
You
think
can't do that.
almost every item has some ability that matters, and that's unique.
Okay.
So you can't really do that. So anyway, we've got Tony coming in against Bowser.
Against the enemy champion, Bowser.
The enemy champion Bowser, a great tank, and who's shown great in the early game so far, but he's going to have to mount a comeback because our League of Legends team is ahead in this set.
He's just calling him straight up just the League of Legends team now.
That's what they are.
The other thing, like with this matchup, the same way where like Bowser was killing Snake, was off stage or like any kind of interaction like that, Bowser can do the same thing to Cloud but worse. So as long as Tony's playing really solid like he is right now, probably won't see that. But if Tony goes off stage, it can be really rough for Tony.
Tony does this thing in crew battles that I've noticed where he...
Wow, that was actually really good by the Bowser. I don't care that Tony killed him, that's whatever. The Bowser did something so they didn't die.
Wow.
And it's actually pretty good.
Was it like spacing the shields out?
No, he's like so when Cloud does his cross slash where he like paints in the sky pretty much, it's a certain amount of time and a certain amount of hits. So it's 5 hits. It's the same every time. The Bowser timed it so that it didn't hit him because it would have broke his shield.
Wow.
He's still doing that, like even like the regular cross slash. So he's got like Bowser's just pretty good. He's definitely played a lot.
Looking good.
Oh,
Speaking of looking good, Tony did take a stock already. And as I was saying before, I think Tony does this thing in a crew battle where he maybe doesn't perform well in game 1. If he doesn't perform well in game 1, he gets a little bit upset and kind of locks in really for game 2. And I think that's what we're seeing here. Coming off stage that time, coming back to the
I did think
stage.
he was going to kill himself.
I thought so too, but he spaced it very well.
Yeah, so that move that he's getting around the fire breath there is actually really hard for Cloud to get around. He's been getting around it like every time, so.
Tony just taking a second to reflect on that last death there. Doing some acrobatics to take out Bowser.
Yeah, that was just Cloud being broken. Yeah. He just waited 3 minutes.
Very broken champion, right? Really needs to nerf that champion.
Yeah, I agree.
Typically nerfs come out, or the updates on a Tuesday every week. So we'll see if that comes out this
guy got
Tuesday.
nerfed in 2018 and it hasn't changed.
Oh, okay. That's weird because Riot releases a patch every week or every 2 weeks on a Tuesday.
Never seen
and so
it.
it's wild that champion hasn't been adjusted. Every other champion really does get
they
some
should
kind
probably
of adjustment.
buff Cloud, actually. He's pretty bad.
I think it'd be really interesting to see what would happen if Nintendo took
See how
it
he
seriously.
spot dodged there?
Right.
I mean, unfortunately, Cloud's so broken that he couldn't punish it. But he did exactly what he was supposed to do to not die.
Yeah.
And then he fumbled up on the punish, but...
Well, Tony doing a good job of cleaning up, but that Bowser definitely showed a lot of spirit, and that might be the last time we see the Bowser if we happen to take this game 2, but if it goes to game 3,
I don't know
see
if
that Bowser again.
Is there a possibility to show that one in slow motion, Stevie? I want to see if it's shield pokes or they let go of shield. So if we see the not this
I think
one,
on the other side of the stage.
the one where he dies to the left. Although I do
But this
like
is really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, a little air dodge there at the end, perfectly
just-
timed.
It just didn't have the punish there, but and then he spot dodges again.
Yeah, a little too early on the spot dodge there, but yeah.
The other one, if we can slow that one down, if that's possible. Where the Bowser died on his last stock. I want to see if it's shield pokes, because that would make me even more upset with Cloud.
No, he let go of
He
shield.
let go, yeah.
Yeah, he let go of shield. And you know that
He was trying
first...
to parry it.
Oh, is that what was going on?
Yeah.
So if you let go at the correct time, then
Parries.
you get out of that CC for yourself. You can act quicker, if you will.
Yeah, you get... Sure.
You get less input
It's like
lag.
that move does nothing, essentially.
Right.
So
Yeah, but don't you get out of the shield faster because you parried it instead of a regular just letting go of the shield?
I don't know if that's the right way. That's
No?
not how I would word it.
Okay.
It just basically cancels out the hitbox.
Oh, okay, I understand.
And then it adds 3 frames of lag to them, so you can have more time to hit them.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. Great mechanic there. Not something that's really in League of Legends, so
No, if
not
it
important.
existed, that'd be the character. I'd play that character all day. If I could parry that stupid little mage guy, I can't think of what his name is, but
There's a lot of mage guys, little
Not-
mage guys. Check about
not Vigar.
Vigor. Yeah, Vigor would be the little mage guy
I'm not
that you're
gonna-
talking about right
Everyone tells me that you say it so incorrectly that it makes them upset, so we're just not gonna say that.
now. Listen, just because these players were born around the time I started playing the game doesn't mean that they know more than I
So
do.
you know how to
about
spell
Vigor.
eager?
Eager?
Yeah, it's not spelled like his name, right?
Yeah, the English language doesn't follow the principle you just
Oh,
put down
my
at
bad,
all.
my bad.
Let's just be honest. There are so many examples where it's like,
I don't know.
I'll give you one. Kansas. How do you spell that?
Arkansas.
Arkansas. I love that you knew exactly where I was going with that. Oh, incredible. Just for everybody at home, Arkansas is spelled the same way as Kansas, but with an AR at the beginning. So there's a logical fallacy on the other side of that.
It's the English. The English language is
It's
full of those.
it's actually terrible
It's incredible.
as a language. Now it's
They're trying to blend in 17 other languages all into one, and then they just like decide this is how we're gonna do it.
it is the most popular language in the world, though. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know why, but
that's the baffling thing.
oh jeez, I actually thought it was just Robbie and Tony out there. I was like, yeah, Robbie's doing pretty good.
Nope. So UT Dallas sends in their snake player and says, "Let's see what I can do." Now this is interesting because, as I talked about before, sometimes teams have specific matchups that they've played a lot, just because a player on their team has that character, right? So this is a classic example of that. We have a snake player on our team, Robbie, and we actually have a second snake player on our team, Avian, played snake quite a bit. So all of our players have played against snake a lot. We have a lot of matchup experience, but this one isn't going very well at all.
I mean, the snake's doing pretty well. I do think that Tony just being down a stock is what's making it like rough. The snake doesn't have to move. Like, there's no reason for the snake to do anything because he's winning.
Right.
So it's kind of putting Tony in like a really bad spot to like start the game.
Right, he has to approach.
Yeah.
This
So
is
like,
almost like a Nasus in top lane just farming it out. Doesn't really care to approach, and he knows eventually he's going to win.
yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Wow.
Oh, he actually almost died from that. I mean, Tony, I think, like you saying, like, has a lot of matchup experience with Snake. I think if they had even stocks, he'd been fine. I think it's
Right.
just really starting stock down. They're gonna give Tony so much, just a lot of friendly compliments
Right.
about that match
Right?
forever. Because Tony thinks he's like incredibly good against Snake, which he is. They're gonna give him so
Not-
many lovely compliments about that game.
Not that time. That was not the time for Tony against Snake, so that puts us at 6-6.
Yeah, I think we're all right.
Snake looked really good, though. That's scary.
I think so. I know I said it earlier. I think this is legitimately where they should put in Kirby.
Okay.
I think this is a matchup that Kirby should win really heavily, but I think they might put in Pablo again. I really think that they should put Kirby in though. If we were to play matchup picks correctly,
Right.
Kirby should go in.
I think that's something that we should work on as a team because I feel like Kirby is underutilized in general. Steve is
Yeah.
such a powerful character.
That or I mean even Ian going in here. This is a really good matchup for NACE. Actually, like either one of those, I think it would actually be like a really good time to actually use them.
If Ness, it's not a shield, but absorbs a grenade, does he actually heal?
Yeah, he heals like all of his damage.
Oh, wow.
He heal off of all of the moves.
Okay.
So any of the ones that explode.
Okay. So does it just make sense to basically not use those abilities against him, or
Yeah,
just
so
time it out?
you kind of shut down Snake's entire moveset.
Right. Okay.
So
there's-
I think one of those two players should go in, but it looks like they're putting in Pablo. So I knew
If only you weren't casting and you were out there telling them what to do.
I would have told him to probably
Here's
put Ian
Tony's
in.
reaction to that last death.
See there, he is smiling because I know he knows as soon as the game's over, they're gonna give him all those friendly compliments.
Right. And a friendly compliment, what I'd like to see, if we could, production please, if we could play that replay again and just slow-mo it. I've got a reaction from Robbie in the background I just want to see. If you notice Robbie in the background, he's the snake player, the captaincy in the back. Watch his reaction. Look at this. He's shocked. He almost fell out of his chair. He's in full disbelief right now, and Tony's rolling his eyes.
See, I know. I do wish I was out there. I probably would have told him to put in Kirby or Ian.
Hey, if you ever need to step away from the desk, I'm happy to take over. I will teach everyone about League of Legends while you're gone, and then you can come join me after that.
I'm hoping they at least like asked them. They might have asked them, and then they might have just said they don't feel confident, or maybe. I mean, I
hope so.
They are like technically are like B team players, but the matchup in this situation, I think they would have been really good picks.
Yeah, I don't think, we have all of them listed on the roster for a reason, right? So if there's a situation where we should put them in, we should put them in. I have no problems with that at all. 3 stocks each. 6 to 6 for the teams.
Yes.
The enemy team Snake.
I was gonna say, I was trying to figure out a way to put the enemy team.
The enemy team Snake trying to ledge trap our Min.
I mean, Pablo knows the character really well. He plays Snake himself. I mean, it's not like it's like a bad pick for us.
We said that with Tony against Snake as well, and
saying.
guess how that worked out. Maybe the Snake is just built differently.
I'm telling you, we definitely should have tried Kirby.
Well, if this goes to game 3, I think we'll be in a tough spot because then we'll have to try it.
Well, if it does, I am gonna go out there and talk.
Yeah.
Because they didn't use this Snake game 1, and I think they used him this time. Probably expecting us to do well against Snake, and we're not doing very well versus Snake right now.
There's that classic E move right there, the roll.
It is an invincible.
Oh, that's a W. I'm sorry.
It's an invincible roll. See, so that'd be
Is
like
it?
a movement.
Can't get hit during it?
Not during it, no.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So you get punished at the very end of it.
Yeah.
So how many different arms does Min have? Because I've heard us say, go into Ram now, which is that big. 3 arms is what I'm going to guess.
Oh, that's a great guess. How'd you come up with that? It's like the
More
main,
than 2, but less than 4.
Yeah.
That's what I was
the
thinking.
main left arm is always going to be the dragon arm.
Okay.
It never changes. The right
That's
arm,
the one that shoots out the laser sometimes?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the right arm can change into this one, which is called Ram, which is more like a disc.
Okay.
It just covers a lot of space.
Okay.
It's really weak, but covers a ton of space.
Oh,
So that right
wow.
there is what he never does. And
Oh, that wasn't Snake SDing. That was actually something that
he hit Snake's recovery.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't get to see that. Hopefully we'll get a replay of that later on. But so you're saying this Ram has AoE,
Yeah,
a little bit more
essentially,
AoE.
That one's more of like a CC.
Okay.
Because you're hitting
Right,
a wide
less-
area, pushback. There's no
Less damage.
Yeah, less damage.
More CC, and it covers a wider area. So that'd be AoE, area of effect.
Then you have Megawatt, which is a huge ball. Just does a ton of damage and a ton of knockback, but it's really slow.
Okay. Very choreographed ability
That
there.
one right there.
That one right there.
He actually did it again. So
Did it
he's
again?
hitting. Snake holds on to like this.
Go ahead and
It's called
describe
a
it.
cipher, but I guess it's like a little like drone essentially.
Yeah.
And Pablo's just blowing up the drone.
Oh, I didn't know you could blow up the drone. That's cool.
It's actually really hard to do.
Is it?
So I don't know if he
Twice
did
in a
that.
row he
I
did
don't know
it.
if he did it on accident, but if he did it on purpose, it's actually pretty cool.
Well, Pablo did play Snake, was a
I can
Snake
see
main for a very long time, so I could see that. So here we see the first kill of the match. We'll get a few of the replays in. Kind of an easy kill there, catching him off guard, and a second one.
That's the same
Oh,
one.
I'm sorry, that was the same. I was going to say that looked exactly the same.
It's crazy, right?
And so now Min actually falls off as well. And we see another version of that exact kill there. So
he's gonna hit the. See how he hit
wow. Okay,
the
so
little
he
drone
just
there.
So he just takes the drone out. Okay. Okay. See the team's reaction to that. I assume that was that kill. There we go.
Yeah.
And another one. So he blows it up.
Yeah, he's gonna go all the way down and then hit it again. You
Wow.
can't see it, but you can see the explosion there.
Very cool. Wow. And so he's able to recover there, obviously, right? He didn't go
Inman
so
can.
far. Right. Yeah, he didn't go so far that he can't
Yeah.
recover.
The snake would have to hit themselves to come back. And it's usually like you're in a really weird spot. You're not like ready for it.
Yeah, so you see there, it blows up the drone, and then Snake all of a sudden doesn't know how to fly without that drone, because he's just a human, really. When you think about it, he's a human with a lot of gadgets.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Basically
the way that you
Batman.
said it though, he doesn't know how to fly. It's like I don't
Right.
think he knew how to fly in the first place.
Yeah, it's blowing up Batman's cape. It doesn't know how to fly anymore. So,
Is that what he uses to fly?
yeah.
Okay.
You ever seen Batman try and fly without the cape? No, it just falls.
He uses grappling hook. He
Is
can't
that
even,
really
he can't
flying?
even fly in the first place.
I mean, he glides
He
gracefully.
falls with style.
Also with style, that's right. I don't know where that's from, but I remember.
Story.
Yeah, Toy Story, there it is. Good old Buzz. Oh, incredible. He's falling with style. So good.
I think our what do you call it? Stream person
Production?
production. That's a good
Yeah.
word. Said that they're throwing in a Steve.
Okay.
The enemy team is throwing in the Steve champion.
Shout out to Stevie, head of production here at Oakland
That's
University.
what I was gonna say. Stevie said they're throwing out Steve, but then I didn't want to.
Stevie is head of production for us, does an incredible job, and knows how to run VMix in and out. VMix is very complicated, so shout out to Stevie, day in, day out, helping us run the show. Incredible. And casts all the time, whenever we call
And
them.
uses the correct language when talking about the games.
That's right, doesn't mention League of Legends at all, and I don't know why. But Stevie is
They
always
should
there
definitely
for us.
start throwing in League of Legends and Overwatch.
Listen, League of Legends, the worst spectator esport that has ever existed, is definitely the one you want to talk about while you're casting.
Did they put in a Steve earlier?
No, I didn't see Steve.
Okay.
Oh right, it was Steve to start game one.
Maybe.
No, it was. We watched Steve lost a stock before we even cut to the cast. Don't worry about it. We're in this game here. Min Min 2 stocks, Steve 3 stocks. Now we've got another player behind, so this is a situation where UT Dallas is a little bit nervous. The whole game is on the line here with this Steve's performance. Min Min edge guarding really well.
Pablo's definitely doing a lot better than usual at like getting some of these edge guards and some of the 2 frames that he like normally doesn't do that well with. Oh, that's really funny. This game's really bad. Pablo did a move that was invincible and then still traded with another move.
Which shouldn't happen. But
I mean, I don't think it should happen.
Nintendo needs to fix their game is what it comes down to
I think
there.
so. I think so. There's
Not-
some things that like maybe should be worked out a little bit with this Steve champion.
Wow. Did a great job getting back to stage there, our Avian.
I think Pablo's really going to just try and go for this one stock here. And you notice the arms actually got stopped by the crafting table.
Doing Steve things, and we
All right,
finally
there you
take that kill down.
Aerial
So
megawatt, killing like 100% past where it should be.
now if Avian loses this stock without taking one, we still feel okay
Oh yeah.
going in 2 to 3 into the last player.
Yeah.
But UT Dallas has done a pretty good job in this set in general, battling against us. They've put up a fight, and that's been true of. Ooh, good. Yeah. That's been true of all of the teams in the Super Conference, really. And I think NACE has done an incredible job with building out the Super Conference, and this format is just incredible.
Yeah, it's a lot better than because I mean I think the league is definitely pretty top heavy.
Hmm.
So when we played, some of those other teams, it was kind of before
It's a
the
wash.
playoffs, they weren't very close at all. So.
Right. And that's not fun for us, to have one player wipe a whole team. It's not fun. and then it's not really fun for the other team either. So it's, it makes sense to take all of those teams who would just wash everybody and put them in a conference together, automatically seed them highly in the national playoff, but then also have a better experience for those teams who aren't at that caliber, but would otherwise have really competitive matches.
Yeah,
in the
they
regular
get to
season.
play a lot of teams that are like a lot closer to them. It's probably a lot more competitive, a lot more fun for them too. I think that's a better way to get better at the game anyway. I think when you play someone 100 times better than you, I mean, you don't really learn that much. You're
not learning
I just
anything.
got destroyed. And
Right.
That's what you found out.
Yeah. No, you can't. You can't really learn anything, and you're spot on there. To get better, ideally you play someone who's slightly better than you.
Yeah.
Like a good 10, 15% better than you are is the best way to learn if you're sparring against a team like that. So, yeah, you know what? This super conference format is something that I think traditional sports should adopt a little bit in collegiate. I think that would be really good. If you took the March Madness.
I thought they were trying to mimic like how the Big Ten works, or is that completely different?
I'm not that familiar, so I don't want to talk on that. I don't want to get sued. If I'm incorrect on some of the information.
The big game.
I know the Big Ten schools and those coaches, and they're vindictive. They will sue you if you're wrong about a statistic. And I don't have money to pay for that. So instead, I'll simply enjoy Triscuit Pac-Man versus Steve. The Varun Steve.
Oh, I actually know that name. Heard that before. I'm
Building up
surprised.
a wall here.
I'm surprised we put Tristan in. I mean, I think Tristan does fine. I think Lucas also just pretty good against Steve. He might just not have wanted to play.
Well, I was talking to Lucas earlier today. Lucas is NAD79. He's our resident Mario player. One of the better champions in the game. Definitely good mid-game. Anyway, Lucas was telling me that recently, on top of grinding Smash, he was interested in playing single-player games. And what he said is that in Smash Brothers, it's only single-player when you play against Steve or Kazuya. And it's basically single-player because you don't get to play the game. So, given that he told me that today, I think it tracks that he probably wouldn't want to face Steve.
It makes sense. They did both choose the same move that's not good, and then Tristan's move did come out first, so.
Maybe Triscuit Pac-Man is just better.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So Bell seems like Minecart is better than Bell.
Minecart is better than every move in the game.
Right.
Like, there's no bad time to minecart unless they have a counter.
Yeah, Tristan did a good job of mashing there to get out of that minecart very early.
Tristan's very good at mashing.
Yeah, I think it's all of that energy he always has, right? He just feels like he's got a ton of energy.
Tristan's like one of the only players, especially on our team, but like you only see a couple players here and there, especially like the competitive scene. They miss a move and they're in a bad spot and they know what's gonna hit them. He mashes accordingly. So like if he knows like minecart's gonna hit him, before it even hits him, he's already mashing. So he gets out really fast. Or people try and grab him, same thing. These guys.
So down to 2 stocks each here in the final game of this game.
Should get Bell. Apple's not gonna kill. Skip Bell. I guess Apple might kill him.
Wow, unable to just confirm there with the simple nair.
That was back air.
Back air, I'm sorry.
He threw out Melon, which is really, really slow. And the Steve felt like they needed a jump.
Yep.
They jumped over.
And you call it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jump.
Classic Pac-Man play there.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah,
to
you know
see
all
it.
about that.
I've seen so much Pac-Man over the last 4 years.
Actually, that's probably true.
I know a lot about Pac-Man. Now, if we see a classic Tristan F
This is where
smash,
Tristan is like actually playing how he should be. I'm pretty happy about this.
I never see Tristan camp like this. This just doesn't happen. Triscuit
He
Pac-Man.
knows he has to win, I guess.
There's that classic Triscuit grab.
I mean, I guess you don't always want Steve to get more materials.
Right.
But once they already have Diamond, you're not like losing too much at that point.
It's always interesting when you see that max height block up there with that purple ledge. Oh, and a grab in the wrong direction is not
he
going
did
to
like
work out.
misinput it, but it just
Yeah.
he does go for those grabs. Bell would definitely kill if it hits. You just keep pulling on Bell, Tristan.
Sometimes you just have to camp, and that's the best way to win a League of Legends game.
Yeah. Oh, he
Pulled him
already
out of it,
grabbed. He already
unfortunately.
grabbed. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes if you feel like you can't win on your own, you just ask your jungler to come top and take him down.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
what's
that's
going
the
on.
items are.
That's what Bell is, basically. Another back air there. Excellent way to clean up the set. Oakland
Yeah.
taking down University of Texas Dallas 2-0. Game 2, very, very close. One stock.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
That was
I guess
close.
it's pretty close. Yeah.
As close as it can be, I think, unless he was at 150%. Then that would be
I think
even
the only
closer,
reason it's like it feels weird. I think that we should have made better player picks.
Well, you know, that's something that you have to talk to the team about and really yell at them about, because I don't want us to feel like we're in a situation where we can just do whatever we want because
Yeah, I don't want to be in
feels
that
good to put
situation
in
either.
Avian. You know, let's
Yeah.
not do that. Let's really think about our decisions. And, you know, UT Dallas obviously has a lot of talent on this team. And if we were to lose to this team during the regular season, that would be devastating to our seeding.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, it's not something we should be messing around with. So let's see this last kill from Trisket Pac-Man featuring the jungler Bell. There's
this
the
is
jungler
where
with
he
the gank.
grabs him. He already grabbed before I think he saw that Bell hit.
Understood. You know, sometimes you're trying to trap him with the Bell where you don't even expect him to hit it, but you're trying to push them forward towards you, and then you counter that with the grab.
Yeah, the
So I think
Bell.
he was expecting Steve to walk forward, but he didn't.
Yeah, like the Bell scares you into shielding. So he was just throwing out Bell and then gonna grab anyway because he knew they were gonna shield.
Right.
So look how interested they are into like watching this game.
Well, it's a big game, you know, and that's another part of the Super Conference that makes it so interesting is we're used to being one of the very best teams in the country. And so all of the regular season matches are pretty easy, except for when we like run into Stony Brook, right?
You know how did Northwood get seated above us? You know, I'll never know. There's a ranking system that came out.
Right, sure. I don't know how. They didn't
mean-
do very well at Riptide, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but online they are gonna smoke every team.
I guess.
I'm ready for that. I want to see them play. I think that'd be pretty cool.
For me, that's really not collegiate esports, but
Hey,
That's-
they only have
we'll
5
see how it
pros on
goes.
the team now.
are they on the team or are they still at home hanging out?
We'll see.
You know? So anyway, so you know what? It's always interesting to me to see 2 or 3 years after those roster moves happen, what happened to those players, right? If they all graduated, then
That is always
Then that is
interesting
cool.
to see.
but that just rarely happens, and
I-
so that's why I poke a little fun at it. Is that to me, it's really not what college esports is about because they don't make meaningful progress toward their degree.
Yeah.
That's the problem that I have with it. So I've seen it again and again with the remote players. It's just not the same.
Yeah. I mean, I think Jacob does a pretty good job of actually like making sure that they're on campus. I mean, I think some of those players probably won't make it on campus, but I think like everyone else, he did try and get them to be on campus to make it legal for them to be
Sure.
in most of the leagues. So
Yeah, and you know I have no problem with Jacob or the program there. It's just that whole philosophy has just been something that I've never been a
yeah.
fan of, and it wasn't really a part of college esports when I competed. So hopefully that goes away in the future. But for now, it is a weird Wild West part of our
Yeah.
industry. So anyway, we are going to pull a player in for a player interview, and we'll be right back, and then we'll do that. Welcome back, Oakland University esports fans. Coach Leone here, and with Tristan Trisket Pac-Man. Welcome to the broadcast desk.
Thank you.
That game, how'd that feel?
Man, I want to start with the first game first. They sent me in. I haven't started in a very long time. So it's always when you start for the first time after a while, it's an interesting feeling, you know? Like
nervous.
There's that new sense of nerves that I haven't felt in such a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So getting back used to that, and you remember like during my first year and second year, I used to start all the time. So
Every time.
it's like right back to foundation, you
Yeah.
know, right back to that first like set of feelings from the first year and second year. It came back quick. I took the first game against arguably that's one of their best players.
Yeah.
So it was it's nice to win that first game, and it instills like a sense of confidence in the team, and the team morale I think is the most important. The most important thing is just winning the first game.
Yeah.
So that felt really well. That felt really good.
I was surprised to see how well some of the UT Dallas players performed. I mean, we knew this was a good team, right? They're in the Super Conference. They're a
in
strong
the
team.
conference for a reason. Yep.
But the Bowser player really surprised me.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for that.
You know, it's funny because the first game I saw the Bowser, we're all like, oh, this guy's whatever. We didn't think he was that good. Then Pablo winning against the Bowser, it's like he gave his big brother the controller. It was almost like a whole different Bowser we're seeing.
Yeah.
And also, it's not good to take Bowser to a small stage. Bowser really, it's like a very like it's like an explosion in a character.
Takes up a lot of space.
A lot of space, a lot of
and wants
damage.
to be close, so
And
yeah.
Bowser's scary because any move that gets thrown out by Bowser is a lot of damage.
Right.
And you're not ready for it. It's so fast. But
It's almost like my Ganon.
the Bowser's good. The snake ended up shocking Tony, and so that kind of like caught us off guard.
Right.
They really got alive that second game.
Yeah.
So we had and even Pablo was struggling, Tony was struggling. We all had to, and then I got also an uncomfortable position for me. I'm used to being a counter pick. I haven't been anchored in so long. So even it's Steve. Being up a stock against Steve it means less than being up against other characters because it's Steve.
Right. Yeah, Steve is definitely a difficult character, one of the top tier characters for sure, and I think you handled it really well. But it was close. We
really
got down
close.
to last stock. I thought we might have been going to game 3.
I also thought that.
I believed in you guys, but man, it was scary.
It's nerve-wracking because, especially at the end there, if Steve gets a single up tilt when I'm below like 10 or 50%, I'm guaranteed taking like 60%.
Yeah.
I remember Austin used to complain about this all the time. Like, there's literally nothing you can do. So the biggest thing you could do, the most important thing is staying humble, staying patient, and just waiting for the Steve to make a mistake. That's how you capitalize.
I think you did a good job of staying patient and camping out a little bit and looking for Bell a little bit more. So I think that was good. It was really good. So tell me a little bit now. You're in your senior year.
Yeah.
Right. So is this going to be your last fall season competing?
Possibly.
Possibly.
I actually find that out next week.
Yeah, I knew that you were kind of close. So it just kind of depends on how it goes.
Up to be decided.
So yeah, we see some replays here of your set.
Oh, this is game 2 then, yeah.
That was a really cool interaction there. Obviously, you're setting kind of a trap with a slow-moving fruit.
Because I know he's going to jump, or I know he's going to stay in there. It's going to hit either way.
Right. So you're going in with the back.
That was I meant to grab the other way.
Of course. And so you just miss input.
So this is scary. Even he's at 130. Like I'm really wanting to just stay patient. I didn't expect him to get hit by that. That was game right there, but I thought there's no way he gets hit by that.
Right.
So that was a bit annoying. Then right here, I know and then I'm like, okay, one of these bears is gonna hit, and it ended up hitting.
Yeah.
Glad
back here, just finishing him off, and you did a good job cleaning up the set and taking the W for us. So now we're in a position where next week we play George Mason.
Okay.
On Thursday. They are in the bottom 4 of teams in the Super Conference, but they are a strong team. All of the teams in the Super Conference are. If we're able to take them down, we end the season 5-3.
Are we not 5-3 right now, or are we 4-3?
No, we're 4-3.
Oh, okay, 4-3.
So there's 8 games in the regular season. We've got just 7 played so far. 4-3.
So 5-3. What is that?
5-3 means, depending on what the other teams do, we could be 3rd. Or we could be 5th. We're somewhere in there, in that range. So it kind of depends on like what Wichita does and what Stony Brook does. Both of them have schedules that, they could drop a game. If Wichita drops a game, that would be ideal for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're really trying to push in and get one of those top 3 spots, maybe top 4 spots
Definitely.
in the Super Conference.
Be good for some confidence.
Yeah, well, confidence, but then also it leads to seeding for the national playoffs.
In Texas, that's big.
It's very important. So
That's big.
we're
Texas, right? Not Florida. This is the Texas one.
this one is Florida. Yeah.
The Florida one, yeah.
Hey, whoa, calm down,
yeah.
Tristan. It's okay. All right. But anyway, hey, thank you for joining me
Yeah,
today.
of course.
I really appreciate it. I think we'll end it for tonight. Thank you for watching, everybody. We'll be back on Monday. Smash B team plays St. Mary's. So that should be a good match as well. So tune in 8 o'clock Monday night.
Make sure
Thanks
to drop
for
a follow if you're not following already to keep up with Oakland University's esports match.
There you go. Have a good night. Thank you.
I guess.